we go. The floor is
What's
yours, Key
going
Rich.
on, people? This is Kiana Michelle, aka Key Rich here. And one thing that is still lingering with me from a couple of mindsets Tuesday calls ago, I said that all kind of mixed up, is when B was like, God is always there. Why are you tripping? And I was like, wait a minute. God is always there. Why am I tripping? So I've been having moments of reminding myself when I get just either anxious or overly excited, or I feel my own personal power overpowering me. And I'm like, hey, man, what you tripping about? And so that's been a very settling, calming word to everything that I've been facing. And I'm just so much more happy to face more, because I'm like, I know I'm shifting. I know I'm going through something, or going through changing and elevating more into the person that I was designed to be. And it's becoming less of a who do I want to be? And I'm just doing whatever is necessary for me to be who I am. And so I'm excited. I've invited some people to the call. Hopefully they're on here, but I'm like, bro, it's Tuesday, it's lit, let's go. So that was my 30 seconds and I'm out.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. She said it right on the nose, ladies and gentlemen. God is always there, so why do you care? God is always there, so why do you care? Right? Thank you for that nugget, Key. That's a good nugget. I need to write that down myself. Anybody else want to share a blessing, a realization, or a learning experience? We got another 30 seconds here. Who we got? Who we got? Just so you guys know, AUDUSD hit Take Profit 1 from 4040 Club. Take Profit 1 has been hit. Took forever today. Let me go ahead and secure this. Let's Take Profit 2, 7110. Perfect, perfect. All right, last but not least, anybody want to share a blessing, learning experience from this past month?
Hey, everybody, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
This is Randall Ladd. How's everyone this evening?
What's up, Randall Ladd, girl? Y'all drop some ones in the chat box for Randall Ladd.
Anywho, real quick, because I'm trying to get my baby boy to sleep at the same time, I wanted to just share that within the last couple of months, really since the beginning of 2019, I have experienced loss almost every month. There's been someone that I've known that has passed away, young people dying from heart attacks. And one person that's funeral I have to attend tomorrow suffered from cancer. She finally had to succumb to her illness. But what this has taught me, because it can take you to a really dark place if you allow it to.
Absolutely.
What it has taught me is that every day that we do wake up is a gift, and it's an opportunity that God has granted us to maximize our time while we're here. So we got to love more, we got to love harder, we got to live not so much in the moment, but just live with purpose and make sure we maximize the time that we have here on this earth. So that's what I wanted to share with everybody. Just wake up every morning grateful that you did wake up, and be grateful if you have health in your body and you've got half a right mind. Just be thankful. Just be thankful.
Yes. Randall, we will send over some condolences and some love and some prayers. I absolutely know how you guys are feeling. But definitely it's something that never really kind of goes away. You just kind of learn to live with it. People said it, I heard people say it a million times. You kind of learn to live with it. But I pray that you stay close to God, hang on tight, and allow him to guide you and all your friends and family who are dealing with, those homegoings. And we all are sending some prayers. Guys, can you drop some hearts and some prayer hands inside the chat for Randall and just anybody? A lot of people, I've been having conversations with people, friends, family, and prospects, just people who are dealing with things. Guys, you never know what's going on in people's lives. So that's why I was telling you have to be patient, you have to be respectful, because a lot of people aren't just going to walk around voicing what they're dealing with. A lot of times they're carrying that pain and that sadness and that loneliness and those cries and that grieving and and they're holding these things. And sometimes people don't know what to say and they don't let it out. So you always have to be careful of what you're doing and how you're projecting your energy towards other people. Never become, defensive. I always say if somebody's in a certain mood, it's because something is going on. Something is going on. So prayers up to you, Randallette, and everybody on the line who also are dealing with some matters of the heart as well. So guys, welcome to our Super Tuesday mindset call. We've been doing this call for pretty much a year now. We took a break for about a month or so. And like I said, tonight, I'm not going to just talk on anything specific, just kind of flowing from the heart. I heard a couple of people mention the word patient. And, Key just mentioned, knowing that God is always there. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody a part of this culture, you're here for a reason. You made a decision. And here on tonight, I just want to remind people of their decision. See, it's easy to get excited about trading. It's easy to get excited about financial freedom. It's easy to get excited because we see the success. We know the potential. There is no doubt there's no room for doubt because we see the success and we even experience it on a day-to-day basis. We're experiencing with just us becoming more educated, learning more education through the academy, listening to the educators, listening, to our own team calls and other mentors in our organization, and being able to, take trades from the 40/40, take trades from Gold Cup, and, just the different things. It's easy to get excited. It's easy to get excited, right? But what's not easy? What's not easy is showing up every single day. What's not easy is remaining excited and enthusiastic about what's going to happen. What's not easy is coming home and studying every day because you're tired and you're exhausted from a day's work, and you're dealing with your children, and you may even be in school. You may even have multiple jobs. What's not easy when you're still doing the work every single day, but nothing still seems to show. All of the seed seems to be stuck inside of the ground, right? What's not easy? Being patient and communicating with people, and getting frustrated at yourself because you know better sometimes. Even when you're trading, you know better sometimes. You over leveraged your account and you lost a lot of money that you just grew with discipline. That's not the easy part. All that stuff is not the easy part. But ladies and gentlemen, through repetition, through habit, through belief, through faith, through desire, it makes it easy. Just like how she said, if you know that God is always there, then why do you care? So if you know that your vision is always there, then why do you care? And I mean care as far as you allow the worry to come across, you allow the doubt, you allow the limitations, you allow these negative things to start manifesting inside your mind. See, why do I walk around so excited, encouraged, and believing? You guys, I believe in every single person on this call. See, some of us may have shown up, some of us may have not, some of us are consistent, some of us not. But at the end of the day, no matter how much you show up, guys, are still believing you every single day. I know it's hard. But that's why we have to continue to train our minds to focus on the right information, because you're not going to always be excited. You might be excited when you see that blue in the trading account. You might get excited because you hit a rank or a promotion. But what's the main key to all this? Guys, you're supposed to remain excited regardless if it's blue. You're supposed to be excited regardless if somebody is signing up or not. You're supposed to be excited every single day because Randallette just said it. It's clear as day. You should be excited that you get an opportunity to get another chance. Don't focus on your age. Don't focus on how much of your life you've invested into something. All that stuff is in the past. What I just said 5 minutes ago was in the past. What you got to understand is in this present moment and in your vision that you hold in your mind, that is already complete. So that's why you should be able to walk around with such peace and knowing that it's done, that it's completed. Get excited about knowing that it's done and completed, because every single day you fight the discouragement. Every single day you fight the exhaustion. You fight the challenges that life throws your way, and you still remain standing every single day. You might get knocked down. You might scrape your elbows. You might even cry a little bit. You may be suffering in silence. You may be alone, but I want you to know on tonight, you're not alone. We are here for you. We are here for you, guys. If you want to start if you need somebody, please don't be hesitant and just drop in a team chat. Guys, send me, I call it an air prayer. Send me an air prayer where you just send a whisper to God, like about this person, about this situation. If you don't feel comfortable about going into the details, that's okay, because our whole mission here is to lift each other up, to keep each other encouraged. to keep each other pulling through all their situations, to keep each other hanging on. See, we supposed to be with our shoulders. You know how you in a ring and you get ready for the championship game and everybody's rocking and their shoulders are around each other. That's how we're supposed to remain this entire process. Because trading, yes, trading is a learning curve. But guess what? As you're logging in and you're trying to learn how to trade, there's things that's happening in your life that you're trying to fight so you can log in. There's things that's happening in your life that you're trying to learn to use trading for. So it could be the capital, so it could be the platform to get you away from those things that you've been fighting, to get you away from them things that you've been fighting. So ladies and gentlemen, I pray today that you stay excited despite all. You stay excited because you know it's done. You stay excited because there's nothing to worry about ultimately. Worry is just all manufactured thinking. Worry is manufactured thinking. Goodness gracious. Let me write it down. It is. Worry is manufactured thinking. Thinking about it. See, if we were raised in a certain pattern, if we were raised around a certain environment, if we were exposed to certain things in the beginning, worry would ultimately be non-existent. Why do we worry? Why do you worry? Ask yourself that. What's in your heart? What's heavy on your heart today? What's heavy on your heart right now? In your mind, what is causing you to worry? Think about that. What's causing you to be stressed out? What's causing you to be down? What's causing you to be all out? What's causing you to want to give up? What's causing you to be lazy? What's causing you to have no discipline? What's causing you to have lack of consistency? Guys, it's all manufactured thinking. It is. And what you got to do is understand you hold the key to that. Somebody else is holding the key to your thinking. You got to get your key back. You got to get your key back. I told Key Rich the other day, I said, dog, I've come to the realization that all the conversations that I've had with all the people, I talk on the phone all day, every day. I talk on the phone all day, every day. And I realize, two things. I'm learning that I really want to kind of sit in a quiet space a lot of times because I'm kind of tired after talking all day. And I'm also realizing through all the conversations that there's so many people who lack spiritual development. Somebody asked me over the weekend, B, how is it that you can make, how does it feel every day to make all this money? How does feel like I did when I didn't have no money? I mean, I don't have the stress, of course, when I have money, but my character is the same. My belief in God is the same. I said, what happens is you start to realize one's level of spiritual growth based off three things: their response, their disciplines, and their character. If I look at those three things, you can define somebody's spiritual level. See, why is it that you're so prideful, young man? Well, to me, when there's so much relationship in the spirit realm, when there's so much relationship, there's no way that a seed of pride can manifest. When there's a seed of relationship, there's no way in the world that a seed of ungratefulness can manifest. When there's relationship, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way that a seed of worry and pain and all that stuff can manifest, because there's relationship. And when you exercise that relationship, it allows you to grow stronger and face all of these things every single day. And you'll get to the point where you're just unfazed by it. People say, well, how can you laugh at a time like this? Why do you think that's so funny? Well, you lack relationship. Why is it that you're calling me worried about he's there every single time, ladies and gentlemen? Why are you worried about you not learning how to trade or not if you're going to show up every day? If you're going to show up, why are you worried about you not learning how to trade? That confuses me. That's like saying, I'm worried if I'm not going to gain weight, but I eat cornbread every day. You don't think you're not going to gain weight because you eating the cornbread? It's going to show up. It's the same thing. Whatever you're putting into repetitious activity, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to show up. So imagine, we don't talk about desire and belief just to be talking about it. It is the main key to anything that you desire in life. We don't talk about attitude and personal development because it just sounds good. Guys, if you look at all the people who are successful, I'm not talking about materialism. I'm talking about eternal, internal growth, peace of mind, blessed from other people, blessed from other people's opinions, right? Why did you decide that you wanted to join trading? Can somebody drop in the chat box? Why did you want to learn how to trade? Can somebody drop that in the chat box? Why did you want to learn how to trade? Why did you want to focus on a promotion? What did you want this money to do for you? Who can declare right now what it is that they want this to do for them? Freedom. Financial freedom. Wealth. What else we got? Control of my life. Amen to that. Economic liberty. Wow, that's a new one. Okay, Taj. Legacy. Retire my dad. Debt-free. Financial freedom. Financial freedom. Family freedom. It seemed interesting, and I want to experience the same wealth as others. Guess what? That freedom, the financial freedom, the time freedom, the peace of mind, the legacy, kingdom. Guys, the only way that stuff will manifest is through your spiritual relationship. I can teach you how to be 100% entry trader. I can teach you all of that. But if you don't have your spiritual development, and guys, when I say that, the spiritual development, the relationship will kill all the excuses. The relationship will kill all the lack of the discipline. That's what you guys got to understand. Everything is a ripple effect. That is the core source of your development. The core source of your development is your belief in yourself first and foremost, in your relationship. If I can sit with you and I can show you how to trade, but if you don't believe that you can do it, it's a waste of time. It's a waste, because I've planted seed in something that has no foundation. You guys got to realize that every day somebody is planting seeds in you every single day. But is your foundation ready for it to grow? Is your foundation ready for it to grow? That's what y'all got to understand. It doesn't matter how much you study and you do. It doesn't matter how many charts you read. It doesn't matter how many phone calls you make or call. You're doing the production, but the seeds of those production won't manifest if the foundation is not soiled correctly. What does your soil look like? What is your foundation? What is your belief? If we flip you inside and out, well, if we took your thought process and we put it on a projector, what does it say? What are your thoughts that we examine? What are your thoughts that we can see? What is the foundation that's being built? Is it sand bricks or is it brick? I don't know, concrete bricks, right? Brick. Is it sand bricks or is it concrete bricks? Are you concrete in your vision? Do you know what your daily productivity is every single day? That's one thing I wanted to make sure I talk to a lot of the builders, guys. See, and the traders, it's just everybody. What is your learning hours? What are your business hours? We said Sunday we had to eliminate the things that were going to hold us back. And I want to give a shout out to Drew. She said, B, I almost logged in to Netflix, and then I saw the word can't watch on there because she can't delete the profile. So she changed her profile name to do not watch. And she said, man, 3 hours of watching Netflix or go watch IML TV. See, a lot of people, it's an unfortunate thing about our society, guys, is that people don't understand patience. Remember, if your foundation, if your core is complete, if it's being developed, if it's expanding, if you're exercising it, if you're working on it, then what? Excuses won't be a problem. They won't manifest. Egos won't manifest. Pride won't manifest. Lack of focus won't manifest. I'm telling you guys, the power that you're seeking, the freedom that you're seeking, the wealth that you're seeking, it doesn't matter what it is that you want. If your core, if your foundation is not being exercised, if you're not planting, if you're not creating the right soil, then those seeds can't manifest. Y'all ever seen people, they just seem like they're working so hard? Hell, that's people every single day. People work so hard. I mean, I've been on the phone with some people sometimes, and I'm just like, I wish, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I can't wait till I get to like 8 or 9 figures. I'm gonna be one of them. I'm gonna be like Oprah. I'm gonna be in Ellen. I'm gonna be giving away so much stuff. I'm gonna be giving away so much. Like, it's not gonna just be, just giving away stuff and let people get wasted. I'm gonna give away a process. I'm gonna give away patience. I'm gonna give away development. I'm gonna give away a process to where people can sustain what it is that they want. And at the end of that process, there's going to be a financial reward to say, okay, now you've earned it. Have you earned what it is that you want? Think about that. If everything that you guys dropped in that chat box was to drop into your lap right now, can you honestly say you have earned it? Can you honestly say you're going to be able to sustain it? Think about it. Chelsea, if I sent you $20,000 right now, what are you going to do with it? If you got to think about it, you're not prepared. Courtney, if I send you $50,000 right now, what are you going to do with it? Guys, these are things you should know immediately, because that foundation should be set in stone. So when it's coming your way, you don't have to be prepared for it. You are already prepared. That's why people miss blessings, because they're so busy trying to prepare and they never have. And so when it knocks and it shows up, they've missed it because they were never prepared. They can't even see what it's supposed to look like because they've never wrote the vision. Right? Do you guys know what your vision is? The freedom, the time, wealth, the money. That's the end goal. That's the byproduct of your belief. That's a byproduct of your foundation. That's the byproduct of your productivity. If I'm productive every single day, if I make the 5 calls every day, if I send the 5 group texts, if I start learning how to do presentations, if I start learning how to present, if I learn how to share the plan, if I could teach how to do the harmonic scanner, if I could teach somebody how to enroll properly, if I can send them through the 21 days of growth, if I can show them how to count pips, support and resistance, and I'm doing this every single day for 3 months, 6, 12, 15, 18, 22, 24, if I'm doing that every single day, what do you think is going to come out of that? What do you think is going to come out of that? And so as I know that I was going to be doing that work, that's how I'm able to have peace, because I can see that this work never ends for me, because there's a person that I have to become. There's a certain level of belief that it has to manifest. There's a certain level of desire. Guys, there's so many desires to what it is that you want. I'm telling you, every single time I go up another level, I'm like, man, it's another level. Man, I can learn something else. It's endless. I know you guys heard that Aaron Nightingale explained in The Stranger's Secret. He says, guys, we're probably only using about 10% of our mental capacity. Because what? It's so contaminated. Our thinking pattern is so contaminated. You know what's been hurting my heart a lot lately is that I'm having conversations with people, and I honestly believe that they have no idea that there's a way out of the rat race. It's almost to a point where people, they be exhausted. They're tired. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to set people free. I mean, I feel like Harriet Tubman, like, I just want to set people free mentally, because they really have no idea that there's another way out. And that they just settled. And they just got in the car. I heard this analogy one time. Most people in the world, they pull up to a car. It's their car. All right. What's your dream car? Okay. Well, you walk up to your dream car and you get inside, and you get in the passenger seat though. You get in the passenger seat and you put on the seatbelt, and we get in wherever your car, you're smelling good, right? Got some new tires, some fresh paint, right? Your car, your dream car. You just sat inside your dream car, the make, the model, the year, the color, the seat, the tint, the rim, whatever it is that you got on that car, the black ice, right? You sit inside your car and you put the seatbelt on and you prepare for the ride. And you don't ask any questions. The only thing that you've done was just fasten your seatbelt. Guys, and whoever's driving, you don't even ask the driver where you're going. You don't tell the driver where to go. You don't ask them what the destination is. You don't give them instruction. You don't ask any questions. You just sit in the ride and fasten your seatbelt. That's what a lot of people have done. Except for the car that they're sitting in isn't their dream car. It's the thought that doesn't even manifest. Whoever's driving that car is driving you. Whoever's driving that car is driving you. And you don't ask them questions. You don't ask them where we're going. You just buckle up as if it's secure. You think because you've settled in and become complacent that you are on a secure ride. Y'all following me? You get not into your dream no more. You're sitting in somebody else's dream and you fasten your seatbelt. You never ask questions. You stop looking out the window and dreaming. You only look forward and you never ask questions about where is it that you're going? What is it that we need to do? You just buckle your seatbelt and you sit in the car and you stay there and you stay complacent for the rest of your life. It is breaking my heart to see so many people to not even realize they're not even sitting on the driver's seat. They sit in the dreams of somebody else's passenger seat and they've buckled up and they're just taking it. They're not even enjoying the ride. They're just taking a ride. Have you all ever felt like you fastened your seatbelt in somebody else's dream and you were just going for a ride? Can you drop some ones in the chat box if you've ever fastened your seatbelt to somebody else's dreams and you were just going for the ride? You had no realization at that time that it wasn't your dreams. Somebody drop some ones in the chat box for me. You had no idea that 13 years. Okay. For 13 years, you sat in the seat of somebody else. There we go, drifting. Wow, exactly how I felt about before I joined IML. Guys, IML is just not here to teach you how to trade, ladies and gentlemen. It's to bring awareness to the fact that you are not in your car, that you're not wearing your seatbelt. This company, you're not paying $165 a month for trading. You're paying $165 a month for mentors, for people who are making millions of dollars a month, for people who've realized they weren't driving either. You're paying for somebody's process. You're paying so you don't have to make the same mistakes. You're paying for the experience, the culture, the mindset, the mentorship. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for belief so you can stay saturated. We would say, what Riyadh said, you can stay by the campfire. So you can stay fired up for your life, so you can stay excited. Why does the flame go out? Because we keep buckling up in the wrong person's car. That's why the flame goes out. Why else does the flame go out? Because we give up thinking that time is a factor in our vision. Stop making time a factor in your vision. When you believe, that's it. Throw away the key. How much faith do you have that you're going to get paid every 2 weeks? How much faith do you have that that check is going to direct deposit into your account every pay period? Right? How much faith do you have? So many people have that amount of faith in a paycheck, knowing without a shadow of doubt that it's going to deposit. They've already planned for the money before it even arrives. Listen to this. We have planned for our money that is supposed to hit every pay period. We've planned for the money that's supposed to hit every pay period. How many of y'all have done that? Drop some ones in the chat box that you know in your calendar book, if you got one on your phone, that you know every other Friday, you know what pay period is, and you've written in your book, okay, this Friday I get paid this much. The payment hadn't even come yet, but your level of faith in knowing that it's going to show up, you've made preparations for that deposit. So why aren't you making preparations for the deposit that God is going to bless in your life? Whew. Why haven't you written down that deposit, that blessing, that itinerary, those details? That's guaranteed. You think you fastening up in somebody else's dream is job security? There's nothing wrong with having a job, ladies and gentlemen. I want you all to know that. But what's wrong is when you've secured yourself in a place that you don't want to be. What's wrong is when you secured yourself and don't even realize you're there. You're just drifting, outwitting the devil. You're just drifting. One thing I could say that a lot of people tell me about when they come into this organization and they go through the 21 days of growth and they're following the personal development regimen, people always say, B, I thought I was thinking for myself. Dang, this really opened my eyes. This really exposed, like, man, I'm really not thinking for myself. This really showed me that I'm not even living for me. I don't even know who I was living for. I thought I was living for me. How many of y'all have ever had that thought? Since you started reading, since you started following the personal development regimen, you was like, man, I'm really not thinking for myself. Oh, man, that really makes more sense. Right? So how many of us are ready to take off of that seatbelt and buckle up in our own dreams and goals? I spoke to a young lady today. I said, ma'am, are you on track for retirement? She's not. I said, I've been trying to talk to her for about 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen. I've been trying to just have a 15-minute conversation. And she said she's so busy working. I've met people who have 3 jobs. I've met people work so hard. And what scares me the most, what makes me so sad for us when we have buckled, guys, think about this. This person has not only buckled into one other dreamer, they're carrying the load and fasten their seatbelt into 3 other cars that's not there. They get in car number 1, fasten the seat. Matter of fact, let me change that. This is what's happening. They never leave the car, but it's a different driver every time. Woo! They never leave the car, but it's a different driver every single time. Are y'all with me? This person never unfastens the seatbelt. They just stay stuck in the same cotton picking car, never realizing the driver even switched roles. They so busy having blinders on to lack of vision. They have blinders on to no vision. Come on. That they don't even realize that they're not driving. So please, I tell you today, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to rub the windshield. Take your sleeve and wipe the windshield. I want you to wipe that window. I want you to roll the window down. And when it comes to a stoplight, I want you to get out the car. I need everybody on the line tonight. I'm not talking to those who love what they do. I'm not even talking about a job only. This can be relationship. This can be a loving relationship with a spouse or partner. This can be a relationship with a spouse or partner. This could be a friendship. This could be a job. This could be your church. This could be your bank. This could be anything. I need you to stop sitting in that seat. And when it comes to a red light, I need you to wipe the windows, roll the window down, and I want you to I want you to open the door, and I want you to take that seatbelt off, and I want you to get out. You can be in your own way. You can be in the driver's seat. But the wrong version of you is driving you to the wrong vision. Shoo! You could be in the driver's seat, but the wrong version of you could be driving you to the wrong destination. So if you see the wrong version of you driving yourself, unbuckle their seatbelt and tell them to get out. It's not always an external factor, guys. Most of the time, it's us in the way. If you've unfastened your seatbelt, whether it was you driving, whether it was another dreamer, whether it's in a bad relationship, whether it's in an unhealthy friendship, whether it's a job, whatever it is, I want you to unbuckle the seatbelt when the car stops. The car is stopping in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Get out of the car and unbuckle the seatbelt of the driver and yourself and get out of that car. And when I'm saying get out, guys, that means there's now an awakening that you see. There's an awakening that you know Now it's about to begin. Now my life is about to begin. Now I can create what it is that I want. Now I can make the decisions. Now I have the courage to show up every single. It takes courage to chase your dreams. Remember, everything that we have is manufactured thinking. So now we have to remove that. We got to take out them bolts and screws. We got to fix us. Nobody's going to fix us. We got to fix ourselves. We got to fix each other. And we can only do that as we continue to lock arms in the locker room. If we continue to pray for one another, we continue to lift each other up, we continue to let each other know, hey, I'm going through something and I need you. It's hard for me to be patient. I'm ready. I need this money right now. Well, listen, sir. Listen, man, this is a process. We have the process on the blueprint, on the 21 days of growth. Ultimately, we got to trust that process. We got to take our calendar because we know what our freedom date. We got to take our calendar because we know that God has already made the deposit. We just waiting for the date to show up. Come on. The deposit is there. What's y'all next pay period, right? What's your next? My next pay period residually is next Friday, right? What's your next pay period? What plans have you made for that pay period? You already got it. Most people do it. What plans? Ain't nobody getting paid and ain't thinking about their paycheck. What plans have you made for the next pay period? What plans have you made for God's deposit in your life? Is it written down? Do you see it every day? And that deposit is guaranteed, though, ladies and gentlemen. The only thing that's required of you for that deposit of God's blessing is two things: faith and work. The same thing that's required when you work your job. Faith and work. You have faith that deposit gonna show up, and you work your butt to death trying to get that check every 2 weeks. It's the same thing. But guess what? One of them don't wear you out. One of them don't require stress. One of them doesn't require you to show up and clock in. One of them doesn't. It's always there. He's always on time. Always on time. So whatever challenges that you face, whatever may have you feeling weary, what may even feel you down and out, I ask you to first look at yourself to make sure it's not the wrong version of you driving your car. Make sure it's not the pessimistic, the lazy, the negative Nancy, right? Make sure that's not the person. What do people see? I always told y'all one time ago, so what does your billboard look like? What are you advertising? Can kids watch your daily program? Can kids watch your program and get inspired by what it is that you do? What type of initiative do you take? What type of fearlessness do you possess? What type of willpower do you possess? What is it that you want? So everybody gets their financial freedom tonight. Everybody gets their time, money, and freedom tonight. What does your life look like? What are the details? What is the small details below the print? Right? What is the small details below the print? Every day is a gift. But rather, let's say every day is a gift. But what do? We waste the gift because we feel like life is guaranteed. And it's not on purpose a lot of times. How many of y'all ever just kind of forget, man, I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here forever. Or sometimes we choose not to think about it. It can be an uncommon number one thought, right? It's not a common thought that we think about the opposite, but it's the same, guys. What's his name? Nipsey Hussle just died. How old was he? How old was Nipsey? Anybody know how old Nipsey was when he passed away? Couldn't be no more than, 30-something?
33.
33? Wow. 33 years. Oh, he's 86, baby. Okay, so he was born the same year I was. So, yeah, I just told my age. But, yeah, 33. Ladies and gentlemen. And yet, every day, we wake up not excited. And I know it's hard. Woo, don't get me wrong. I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's hard sometimes to push through those moments of where you don't really want to be there, whether it's a relationship, whether it's friendship, whether it's a job. I know it's hard, and a lot of times you can't feel stuck because of, remember, time is non-existent, ladies and gentlemen. If time is the only excuse that holds you back, I want you to know that you've been living, your excuse is a lie. Your excuse is manipulation, because time is non-existent. There's only two things that's real: present and God. That's the only two things that's real: the present and God. All right? So for the believers on the line. So whatever it is that you're going after, remember, you got to take every single moment. You got to take every single day. And Mac is 33 years old. My grandmother passed at 75 years old. She had 40 years on him. No, 50. What? I'm having a whole brain fart. 40 some years. So what are you gonna do for your next 40 years? I said this a couple of a minute ago now. If you knew your end goal, your end date, would you take life more serious? Would you be more aware of the moments that you have? Would you really maximize? I had us all listening to Earl Nightingale because I wanted us to go in harder than we ever had before. I still haven't been able to activate it. I got so many thoughts in my brain. And I said, I'm not going to activate it until, like he said, you got to be ready. So I've been trying to prepare myself. But I want everybody tonight, if you can, I want you to take a sheet of paper. And at the top of that piece of paper, I want you to write what your vision is. And when I say a vision, you can put the time, money, and freedom. You can put those things. But I want you to write the details as if you would write the details when your deposit came in from your pay period. So I want you to say, write if you want to create it as a check form. This is my deposit from God or whoever you believe in. Here's the deposit. All right, put your freedom date on this sheet of paper. But I want you to put down, what can you do that you haven't done? What can you do that you have not done? And these are things, when I say that you have not done, why haven't you gone all in yet? Why haven't you gone all in? What does all in look like? Write that down. What does all in look like to you? What does all in look like to me? What all in to me looks like, I kind of initiated today. I contacted the team. Okay, we need to add more value to the community. Then after that, I'm going to be making personal calls to every single 50 family, and I'm going to give them a game plan and a blueprint. Then after that, I'm going to my personal self. I'm going to say, what haven't I done yet? Well, I haven't contacted every single Facebook person. I haven't contacted every single Instagram member. I haven't contacted every single person at my church. I'm going to write down every single organization I've ever been involved in. I'm going to write down every single job I've ever worked at. I'm going to write down all the places that I still know people. I'm going to write down every single thing and get it out on paper. I'm going to write down every college in Georgia. What haven't you done yet that has been a throughout the class? What haven't you done yet? Why haven't you gone all in? I want you to write that down, because I want you to know, if you haven't created what you can do, then you're not going to be able to identify what you haven't done. Follow me. If you don't identify what you can do to go all in, you won't identify what you haven't done, because then you're going to be wondering why you haven't seen the deposit yet. The check has been deposited, but you won't see it because you haven't done what you can do. Be real. Taj, Courtney, guys, you won't see it, all right? Because you haven't gone all in. What does all in look like? If you don't know, speak to a mentor. Say, this is my goal. And say, well, I don't know what all in means. Some people may not even know. But when you can do better. When you could have stayed up a little longer. You could have read the book a little longer. You could have counseled on that event. You could have told your kids to go to bed a little bit earlier. There are moments, ladies and gentlemen. I believe everything is possible. We just don't wait, and we don't prepare, and we don't plan. Right? We don't wait, we don't prepare, and we don't plan. So this is your deposit. What are you going to reward what rewards are you going to give to yourself when the deposit is placed in your life, that God has placed in your life? what haven't you gone all in? What can you do to go all in? And why haven't you gone all in? And then write the solution. What can you do? Why haven't you done it? What is the solution? What can you do? Why haven't you done it? What is the solution? How am I going to implement the solutions? How many days a week am I going to implement those solutions? You can say, well, I don't talk the way I want to talk. I don't read as often as I should. I don't, me, myself is exercising. I finally stopped by the gym today. Guys, I've been talking about going to the gym all year. I'm like, man, I need to lose weight. I need to lose weight. Shut up, B. Burrell. Why you keep talking about it? Go do something about it. Nobody don't hear about you. Keep talking about you running around here fat, out of shape, and your thighs shaking when you're playing paintball. Nobody wants to hear that, B. Burrell. Go to the gym. So I went to the gym today, and she told me how much it was. And then I said to myself, you know what? I might be moving the next 6 to 12 months. And I said, you know what? I don't know if I should do a contract. And so she said, well, you know, we have anyway, long story short, I found a solution. And I said, you know, I could have been done this. I just been talking about, I don't know, we get so used to hearing ourselves talk. And sometimes it's just good to be quiet. You know, it's just good to be quiet and just implement it. Write it down on the sheet of paper. What can you do? Why haven't you done it? And what is the solution? If you focus on that same sheet of paper and you create it, once you get something done, maybe you create it every new week. Maybe you create it every month. Maybe you're able to knock out those tasks on a week-to-week basis. Keep that sheet nearby. Because at the end of the day, that sheet is going to be that 30-day test that Earl speaks of. Go all in. This ain't no, oh, I can do a little bit here. I want you to maximize the gift that he's giving you every single day. Why haven't you been on the team calls? Why, if you can't make the team call, why haven't you asked, can we add another day? Well, I thought, no. It's simple. Ask a question. There is no, well, I thought. That's the problem. The wrong person is driving you. The wrong person is in the driver's seat. Right? Woulda, coulda, shoulda. I tell them all the time when it comes, don't have the attitude. That's it. Ask and you shall receive. Latoya said, B, I want to teach. I said, what night? Thursday. Boom. Ask and it's yours. Family, right? I asked today, guys, who can help bring some value? And then people answered. See, I could have been stressing myself. Y'all don't know this. I sit around all day and be like, okay, well, I need to update this. I need to do this. I want to add this type of call. I need to do orientation call. I need to do this call. I ain't generation. We are generational wealth. I said, you know what? Let me ask the team who is willing to do something. I can train those who want to support the family. And what happens? Lucretia speaks up. Drew speaks up. Everybody starts speaking up. I'm like, well, doggone it. That's what it's about. What's happening next? Since we're on the call, guys, next I'm going to be making calls because I asked you guys last week, how many of you guys remember me asking, where is everybody located? I said, drop your city and state to tell me where you're located because I want to help create some, I want to create some killer traders. But I'm only going to work with the willing. I can tell who's really, really coming in here and going ham. I can tell who's studying. I can tell who's really all in. I want to talk to you. I want to help you develop. I want to do a 2-day stay with traders, and I want to do a 2-day stay with builders. I want to know who's serious. I want to know who's all into the community. See, when I first started learning how to trade, it was about B. Burrell. I didn't care about nobody else. I said, listen, I didn't get in this to care about y'all. I got in this because I'm tired of working my job. That was the only focus I had. It wasn't no teaching. Generational wealth was non-existent. The term wasn't even coming out of my mouth. There were no team calls. None of that. But guess what? Once my vision came to life, I had nothing. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't aiming for anything. So that's why I'm telling y'all, your vision got to be bigger than just you because once it's going to be done, so it has to go beyond you. because after that, you're not aiming for anything. Your aim should always be the love for people and what you can do for people, adding value. So now that we have more believers, we have more takers that want to add more value. Their vision has been expanded. There's growth that's going to be taking place when they start doing trainings. There's growth that's going to take place for people who want to reach the 50 families. There's going to be growth to take place for once you've reached your vision. I said, take a sheet of paper, and you can create it as a check if you want to. And it says this check is paid to the order to so-and-so and deposited by God. You can put a number, or you can just put the deposit as a blessing. And the 3 things you want to write down is, what can I do that I have not done? Because the whole key is to get you to go all in. You need to know what it is that you want, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be trying to follow this vision because it sounds good or it's hyped up. This may not be your vision. What is your vision? Guys, does anybody on a call tonight believe in the vision of 50 families? Who believes in that? Do you know what the 50 families is? The 50 families is us helping 50 families create an income of $1,000 a month residually through trading as well. A reason I didn't say through trading, because I know it takes me a long time to break people's emotional intelligence. But we have the 40-40 club in place. So through the 40-40 and the residual guys, we want to help people make $1,000 extra $1,000 a month minimum. It's not 1,000 period. No, minimum with a comma. Now we're gonna get you to 2,000, 5,000. Then we're gonna get you making $3,000 a day trading. We're gonna get you being able to have perfect entry and put $100 lot size and grab a quick $2,500. That's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to develop those who are ready. I'm ready to help people become better than me. I don't want to be the best trader. I'm tired. I don't want to hear Bieber. My story is old. Okay, that's exciting. I know it's helping a lot of people, but I'm ready to hear your story. I'm ready to hear that, oh my God, Kanisha Rogers was one of our 50 families. She stayed committed. She stayed focused. She was coachable and teachable. Now she's helping other people. Now she's developing other 50 families. Oh my God, Courtney Smith, man, he came in, he was killing it. He was making $50 a day. Now he's making $500 a day. He's helping his family, his friends, or just people he don't even know to learn his skill set. And on top of that, he's helped 5 people to make an extra $1,000 a month. That's the stories that need to be manifesting. So when you write down that sheet of paper, you say, you need to know what your vision is. If you are in alignment with the hashtag 50 families on there as well, this is your vision, and this is the generational wealth vision, because we're all a family. What are we aiming at collectively? Because if we aim collectively, you'll get yours. But if it's about you, if there's pride, if there's ego, if there's self-indulgence, if there's anything outside of God driving your seat, if the only person else, but by the way, if it ain't you driving, it need to be him driving anyway. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, everybody's vision needs to be aimed. We have to have unity. We have to have organization. We have to have love. We have to have support. We have to welcome each other. We get tired of saying we gotta welcome each other. When you want somebody to say welcome to you when you join, when you want somebody to say good morning, you guys been doing amazing with that, by the way. I'm not fussing. I'm just saying we don't ever want to lose the unity and the love and the integrity and the transparency and the honesty that we have here. So take your sheet of paper. You write down all of the vision that you can. What is it? I want freedom because I want to build this. And when I build this, I wanted to create this much success. Guys, I want you to write details as if you're writing a book. Write the vision, make it plain. Take it out of the spiritual, put it into the physical, so the universe can reward your vision by your faith in your work. Write the vision. What haven't I done? What are things that I know that I can do that I haven't done yet? Somebody drop in the chat box something that you know for a fact that you can do, but you haven't done yet. What is something that you know that you can do that you haven't done yet? Who can declare that? Who can say, whether it's trading, whether it's building, what's something that you know you can do that you haven't done yet? Right? Talk to more people. Reach out to all my coworkers. Share more. Study more. Learn the harmonic. Right? Perfect. That's what it's about. So then you write that down, and then don't even just apply it to just generational wealth, guys. Don't apply it. You can put it in different perspectives. It can be in your relationship with your spouse. No. First, it needs to be in relationship with God. Then it needs to be in relationship with you. What can you do more about for yourself? What can you do more for yourself? Love yourself more. Take care of yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Shut down the noise. Pamper yourself. Love on yourself. Go create your space. I love Key says that. She's like, B, I've been dancing in the morning. I be dancing like 2 hours a day because I dance with myself. I've been loving on myself so much. Fall in love with yourself. So Tara put something on Instagram. You basically need to fall in love with yourself, because if you love yourself, you'll attract who you are. You'll attract love. You'll attract respect. You'll attract spirituality. You only attract who you are. Why do you think we have to go through the personal development and read the books? You can't attract $5,000 a month because you're not a $5,000 a month person. You can't attract $10,000 a month because your profile doesn't fit the factor. That's what it's about. Does your profile fit your blessing? Does your profile fit your blessings? Does your belief fit your blessing? That's all I'm saying tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Write the vision, what it is that you want. Think about you, and I ain't talking about your kids. I'm not talking about your boss. I'm not talking about your wife. I'm not talking about your husband. What is it that you want? You. If nobody else, if everybody else was taken care of, what does the deposit look like for you? What does the pamper look like for you? Love on yourself. Find out who you are by reading the books, continuously growing, right? So you can fit the profile of your blessing. And you write down what you have not done. What can you do that you haven't done? Why haven't you done it? And what are you going to do to get it done? What can you do that you have not done? Why haven't you done it? Because you got to identify why you haven't done it, because it can be a core damper on you receiving your deposit. What haven't you done? What haven't you done? Why haven't you done it? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Is it laziness? Is it lack of consistency? Is it excuses? We all work a whole bunch of hours. We all got baby kids running around, but there's somebody else that's using your excuse as a reason. There's somebody using your excuse as to why you haven't done it as a reason. So I need you to transfer. I need you to do an exchange from excuse to reason. I need you to do an exchange from excuse to reason. So now we can create the solution. So now the solution can be the play. And so now the play can create the deposit, which you're waiting for your deposit, just like you're waiting for your pay period, because you know God is going to show up and show out because you've done the work. But you can never clear your blessing. You can never clear your blessing if you haven't cleared the path to get the blessing. Come on, B. You can't clear the blessing if you haven't cleared the path to get the blessing. Do you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? So it's your season, it's your time. We need traders, we need 50 families, we need your vision to come to life. We need people to hear your story because you are what matters. We need people to hear your story because they don't believe in themselves until they believe you can do it. So we need you to be the proof so other people's belief level can increase. Why do people know that they can retire corporate America? Because I've done it. So we need your story so we can help people to believe in theirs. That's all, guys. It's just copy pasting belief levels. It's just copy pasting personal development. Let's copy and paste the right information, the right belief, the right desire, the right faith, the right amount of patience. Remember, if your core isn't based off your spiritual foundation, then you will never deposit the blessing. If your core is not built on spiritual and personal foundation, you will never get the deposit. Do you hear me? Enjoy the gift that we receive every day when breath enters your lungs. If you ever find yourself complaining, I dare you to go to a hospice. I dare you to go to an ER. I dare you to go on your local state and see how many fatal accidents occur. I dare you. I dare you. Get on somebody's prayer line. Turn on the freaking news. It's there. The noise is around us every single day. Every single day, the noise is there every single day. And when you start clearing the noise out of your mind and you prepare yourself, as to remember your vision, your blessing, your deposit, your freedom day, what can you do? Why haven't you done it? What's the solution? What's the game plan? Clear the play so you can clear the blessing. Clear the blessing so you can clear the path so you can clear the blessing, goodness. All right? The deposit is yours. I'm excited. It's go time. If you got some value on tonight, please, please, please drop something in the chat box. I pray that God covers your mind. He covers your patience, your discipline, your desire. I pray that you protect what it is that you want. And remember, time is never a factor when you know the deposit has already been made. Time is not a factor when you know the deposit has been made. So clear your check, write your name, write the vision, and make it plain. I'm looking forward to developing leaders. I'm looking forward to developing whoever it is that I'm looking forward to developing the vision that you have for yourself. What, right? That's what I'm looking forward to. Whether it's you just making a certain amount, whether if it's your time, money, and freedom, whether it's you doing a harmonic scanner training, whatever it is that you need from me, I'm here. But I need you guys to be here for each other. I'm looking for some traders and I'm looking for some business owners to be a beast. I'm ready to develop beast. I'm ready to go in a blitz mode. I'm ready to get on the phone. Courtney, I'm coming to Houston. Bro, I need you to take off Friday all day and Saturday. I'm coming to train you and wifey, Shantae. I need you guys to get ready. Okay? Aaron, AD, I need you guys to huddle up the team. We're about to do a training that's crazy. Tatiana, I need you to clear the team. We're about to do a training. We're finna do a locker room training, guys. Ain't no leaving. Ain't nobody using the bathroom. It's go time. You ain't eating. It's military. I'm kidding. Y'all gonna eat, right? Taj, I need you to open up the crib, bro. Come over to the whatever. It's go time. The question is, are you ready? Are you ready to follow the roadmap? Are you ready to follow that time? Guys, I'm not going to pick up my bags and travel to nobody who ain't going to be here 18 months from now. If you want freedom, you got to pay the price. If you want freedom, you got to pay the price. You pay the price every day you go to work. What is the price? Stress. You have zero time. Some of us make great money, but we can never see it because what? We pay the price of giving up the time. The price is whatever it is that you got to sacrifice. That's how the price is. What price are you willing to pay, Be Real? So 50 families being away from my family, being tired, not having sleep, sending signals, giving up my time. But it's not my time, it's God's time. Right? not my time. It's not about how I feel. It's about what has to be done to make sure that we are changing lives. And I want to be a part of that change. Who wants to be a part of the change? See, we can be about ourselves. I'm telling y'all, when I first started, it was about me, what I wanted. I don't care about y'all want to learn. I don't care about nobody want to learn how to trade. What they got to do with me? They signed up too. We got the same amount of eyes. We got the same ears. What you need me to teach for? I don't need to teach them. That's what Academy for. But it's bigger than that. Because I'm tired of hearing people say they don't have $225. I'm tired of hearing myself say it when I got started. It's ridiculous. I am on the phone with us trying to scrape up $200. The more and more I hear it, the more and more it's starting just to bother me. I'm like, dang, I'm so sick and tired of us not having $225. It's ridiculous. Sir, ma'am, how long have you been working? 10 years. And you don't have $225 to your name? Where did we go wrong? I was that person. No matter how old you are, you can be 25, you can be 27, you can be 18. Why don't you have $225 freaking dollars? That is a problem, ladies and gentlemen. Why do we live in a country? Why do we live in a world where nobody has $225? Why does it sound like $225,000? It's ridiculous. Now the vision is expanding. Now my desire is growing because it's ridiculous that we don't have financial freedom to create time of freedom, to have a peace of mind, to leave a legacy behind, to really be ourselves. How many of y'all can't even afford who you are? Drop some ones. Who are you? What type of clothes you like to wear? What kind of toothpaste you like to use? What type of shoes? What type of food you like to eat? You can't even shop healthy because you can't afford to. There are systems in place to make us sit on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. There are systems in place to make you sit on your hands. What does that mean? There are systems in place to keep you away from who you are. So you have no choice but to think because you just sit on your hands and just roll with it. And it's fasten your seatbelt and saddle all in. Ride the little horse and just ride your way on down to nowhere land. How many of y'all agree that it's ridiculous that we don't have $225? I'm dropping me some ones because it wasn't even $225 when I started. It was $217. I didn't have $217 to my name. I got an overdraft to learn how to trade. I took my bills out the bank to learn how to trade. It is ridiculous. People are living every single day with no money. It's people who have a job and are $1 away from being on the street. From being on the street. From losing their home. People have a home, don't have a mattress. People they can't eat. It's a system, ladies and gentlemen. You make little so you can't afford what you need, so you can depend on us. Good God Almighty. You make little so you cannot afford what you need, so you can depend on us. Guys, we have to be the change for this world. We have to be the change. It's bigger than trade. It's bigger than trading. It's bigger than IML. It's bigger than generational wealth. It's a purpose. It's an epidemic. It's it's catastrophic. There we go. I was about to say catastrophe or catastrophic. It's catastrophic. It's ridiculous. And it's not just the United States of America. Every single continent has people laying on the streets because of freaking money. People digging in trash cans. People relying on the government. There should be no need for government assistance. Not in the way that it's set up. There should be no reason why people's marriages fail because of money. There should be no reason that people can't get a decent education because of money. There should be no reason why people can't have a healthy lifestyle because they can't afford to eat certain foods. because they can't afford health care. It's ridiculous. Why am I here? It's because I'm here to serve a bigger purpose. And I hope you all are here for that same reason. I hope that seed is planted. And maybe one day, you know, we can just go out here like some Martin Luther King March Madness type stuff. But at the end of the day, just always want you to know to keep your vision in front of you. Remember the team vision collectively, 50 families. Your vision, our vision, total vision, right? And let's go out here and get what it is that we deserve. We are not here. What do they say? You don't eat to live. You don't live to eat. What is it? How you say, guys? You don't live to eat. You eat to live. I feel like it's a lot of people out here who feel like they live to work, not work to live. We got to fix that. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Thank you so much for joining us on a nightly call, a mindset call. I will be in Kansas City tomorrow. So Aaron, AD, y'all get it set up real good. I hope you guys were blessed. Please share this information. I'm not even just talking about trading. Share a seed that you learned tonight. Go on your story. Post a nugget from the mindset call tonight. Post a nugget from on Facebook. Post a nugget. Send something to your friend that you heard tonight. Right? Send a nugget to your friend. Drew, what you talking about? So, but yeah, everybody, you all have a blessed night. Thank you so much for your time. And let's go out here and change the world. Let's change our lives. And let's be the change. I love you all. Thank you so much again. I will see y'all next Tuesday, 9:00. Invite your friends, invite your family on this call. It's for anybody. And we will have our, we don't have a call tomorrow night, but we will have our trading training on Thursday night at 10:00 with Miss Pro Trader Johnson. You all have a blessed night. Thank you again. Recording will be dropped in the team chat. If you got some value, one more last time, drop some love in the chat box and we will call it a night. We will call it a night. Love you guys. Be blessed.